Hello and welcome back to part 9 of our Lizardmen Kroq-Gar hybrid cinematic campaign. We're pushing on two fronts, so Kroq-Gar down south is going to start reclaiming the southern region, and then quickly up here I'll wipe out these last little dregs of orcs and Tzeentch here, and then maybe do some diplomacy to trade them off. I think we ended basically everything I wanted to last turn, so I'll just hit the end turn now. Hello. You want a non-aggression pact. Again, I'm not... Well, you are kind of winning on this side. Our relations are neutral, kind of deteriorating. I'm not going to sign a non-aggression pact with you because I think I may later end up going to war with you just to take this territory. Because there's a lot up here I can just have for sort of free. So no, I'm not going to commit to being non-aggressive with you. You look like a solid contender for some reappropriation of land. You've wounded my Scar veteran, you cretin. Positive growth. All provinces. Well, hey. Okay, which one was wounded? Your one. So you're fine. That means I have no Scar veterans between the two of them, but I don't think I particularly need it at this point. Okay. We've done so sequence of the city. Construction down. Yes, please. What's that? It's 15% off for province capital settlement buildings. Okay, so if I wait 4 turns, I can make the big ones a lot cheaper. So I just go knock this over now. Why can't I move? There you go. I still think we would prefer Quan to engage the attack because he's got more of a balanced army. Low casualties. Is it a walled settlement? Yeah, not interested. I'll have that for free. Thank you. Pigeon plucker pendant. Nice. Text reduce the speed and melee attack of enemies. That's cute. Great Green Killer. So he's also defeated Wurzag. I think that's everyone now. Audacious. That's nice. Orcs Bane. Keep killing orcs. I think we're done with orcs now, so it's a bit of an awkward time to get it, but never mind. Are we still not finished with... I thought that was Wurzag's last providence. Let's have a look. Where do you exist now? Oh, they have another one up here. Give me strength. They keep rummaging around every time I think I've stamped them out. I guess it's just the nature of orcs, isn't it? Every time you think you're done with them, you aren't actually done with them. Fine, I'll come back around and deal with you later. While I'm here, what are the... So I need Zandri, Elkavar, and the Pool of Despair, which are where? This way? Yeah, this one, this one. I don't want to fill all of that out, so I'm just going to give this away in diplomacy. I have no idea how you got here, Blogmar. You're kind of awkward, squashed in here by all of this Khemri stuff. I don't know, it's a bit strange you're being there, but I'm just going to donate it to the Tomb Kings to be happy with them. Okay, we'll sit here and regenerate a turn. Well, can I? Actually, here's a question. Oh. Oh, he took that last turn. Good, we don't have to worry about the... Well, I kind of wanted to take it for diplomacy purposes, but never mind, that'll do. Fine, we'll just chill out here for a turn. Heal to the best of our ability. You're healing, we're healing, yeah. The structure, I'm going to sell this off, so don't change anything. Get some skirmishes if you wanted. I have lots already, no thanks. Same principle, I don't particularly want any more skirmishes. There's better things I'm waiting for. Oh, it's friendly. Do I have military access with Khemri? Followers of Gash, rather. Military access, yes, we can walk through. Good. Should I test this now? Actually, I might be able to diplomacy this now if I test to see if they'll swap this one for this one. Followers of Gash. Initiate diplomacy. Trade settlements. Yeah. Technically, I don't do that, but never mind. It's the Black Tower of... We're trading this for... Asabar. That one. Minus 70. They hate that proposition. Apparently that's not happening, so I'm going to get stuck with this terrible territory. How would I can't balance offer, I can't threaten them. Nah, impossible. Okay, that's not happening flatly. So maybe I have to develop it as a centre first before I trade it off to them. Or the AI is just predisposed to not wanting to trade things like this. Yeah, another settlement there would have been a big deal. In fact, let's test it. If I offered them a second settlement, would that improve the situation?
Others of my ilk deny you, but I see intelligence in your eyes.
Thank you. Trade. Arkan. If I gave you another one, let's just say I chucked in Bagar as well. Oh, you can only do one at a time. I can't just offer them more settlements. That's annoying, so I can't just stack it. So this is basically impossible then. Interesting, they want... Okay, so it may very well just be a development thing. Because it's a severely underdeveloped settlement, so if I build it for them, because they're happy with taking Tlaqua, for instance, which is terrible for me, positional-wise. So yeah, let's build this up nicely and then trade it off. I can't build anything yet. I'm going to demolish this and put a growth building in there, because if I'm going to be relying on just this, I need as much growth as I can get a hand on. Okay, well, let's just move towards... This is all cleared up, so I guess we want to start coming this way. I have military, so I'm just going to walk straight through to the orcs here. I don't know if I replenish in there... Let's test it. I'm replenishing now in my territory. If I stand in theirs... Replenishment has stopped. Okay, so we'll just chill out here for a turn. You can't move, so you're stuck here anyway. That's fine. We'll leave that. Kroq-Gar. Okay, can I breach? Oh, I can just attack it instantly. There doesn't seem to be anything hiding in there, so yeah, just go for it. Yep, just a settlement. Is it walled again? Yeah, okay. I can auto-resolve because I've got, I think technically the Scar veteran on Carnosaur, and Kroq-Gar himself is allowing me to siege it instantly. Low casualties. Apparently it's a close victory, which it shouldn't be, but whatever. Yeah, we take it without losing any units, so we win. Okay. Ooh, now do you want to... Well, no, I tend to hold the territory, so just be gentle with it. Centers of Excellence. Have 2 level 20 heroes at the same time. Nice. Mission successful. Kill 1,500 enemies in battle. Nice. We have spawning sequence, which I don't know how to make use of. I mean, I think I need the special missions that reward me with them. Just the sequence alone isn't cutting it. You can heal here for a while. I have a port already, which is great. Well, if this is already a military recruitment center, this one also being one is utterly redundant, so I'll just turn you into an income. What, I don't know, how many provinces are there here? Oh, there's 2. This little one, and then this big one. Okay. Well, so if I take this and this, can I... Yes, I can... No, I probably have to take that one as well. I'd like to link up with this territory, because then I can do some local recruitment and get some really good stuff. Or just finish upgrading it and do distant recruitment. Yeah, speaking of which, let's do that immediately. I want that one done so I can get up to here as fast as possible. Those are just upgrading, which is nice. Can't move, and I wouldn't want to, because it's... Well, as long as I can get there in one turn, I can skip all of this horrid chaos ground, which is eating away at me. For these, we have a special resource, 200, or you can do the favela, 150. This is just flatly better. Already max growth, already port. That's fantastic. I really like... They've got great buildings here for me. You can go up to tier 4 almost immediately, it seems. Cool. Alright, I've got some levels. 22. Gonna be an Honoured Elder, which helps out all of those and reduces upkeep for the things I use, so no-brainer. It's got another level already in tow. I was coming this way, I suppose. Why not? Corruption down. I guess I'm moving through a lot of chaos territory, so just removing corruption's fine. Or I could take 1 perk of that, which is a lot of extra. I'll go on, just quickly take that. It's a good upgrade. Wizard Lizard. Ratok the Skink Priest. Nearly there. Stegodon. Arcane Vassal. Throw a fireball. That's not great. I don't need another spell. I've got enough of them as it is. What about some of these? I don't use the strategies too much. Yeah, let's scout. Highest rank Scar Veteran. Colossal Strike's done. Immortality's done. I think I was doing this to get to here. Yeah, Vigor Loss and leadership size is irrelevant. That's also not great because we don't use Saurus in this army, so I'm going to stop going down there now. Let's just take trading. Con 2. Oh, this is a double Carnosaur army now, that's cool. Not yet immortal, but he's nearly there. I guess, yeah, just keep doing this, make the army cheaper. Is there anything I want for magic items and the like? You've got a superior one already. 18 ward saves, great. Yeah, just these low rank stuff. Should I just fuse them just to see what we get? Yeah, because I don't care about who uses you use arcane items and yours is a green already. So may as well. Trickster Shard, nice. Down there. Relative to yours. Wait, can I de-equip this? And then fuse the two greens? Possibly, yes. And see if I get something better than, what was I using? Divining Rod? There you go, I have an hour blue. Cool down on spells, yeah, that's better than just some items, that's nice. I don't know if any of these are kind of best in slot or whatever, they're just sort of useful. You aren't using a talisman. There you go. The weapons are all basically in use. Standards are... Oh, these ancillaries. Hibernation. Yeah, may as well. One spare ancillary here I'm not using. Yeah, you might as well have that as well. Oh, some of them are character locked. Okay, fair enough. I think that's it. You can have a fan waver. I raise the standard on you? No, apparently that takes it off someone else. Whatever. Good enough now. Magic items are in use or not fusible because I don't have two of the same type. But I think that's done. Right, buildings. Still have 5 grand left over. Love having an actual income. Nahuontl is purely an income, so I'd rather do the military ones first, which is you. You can't upgrade yet, so I'll give you growth. And then the second priority is you. You're the next. Okay, you're also cat, so now we'll go back to the other ones. You can have all manner of stuff down here, which is good, so I'll do income. And growth there is good. You're all done. I can still afford something over here. Just usual growth and stuff. I think that's the best option. Yeah, you can move over next turn, and you're just going to sit here for a bit and replenish. Everyone's happy. Friendly dwarves. What's up, dwarves? They want trade agreements. Yes, there you go. Do you remember, I think early on in the campaign, I tried to get one of these and it was prohibitively expensive. Now, just become... It's the easiest way to do diplomacy. Have people come to you. There you go. They're now offering it to me and paying me for the privilege. Good deal. Oh, here we go. Oh, negative growth. So that counteracts the growth I just got. Hooray. So one of the ones actually would like to grow quickly. Well, it's already tier 4, so I've kind of got what I wanted. That's still sort of possible. Oh, no. I really don't like how low that's getting. No, I'm just going to get rid of it now. Get out of there. And then And as these go up, we'll improve control as we go. That should be trending positive. Start cleaning up some of this horrid corruption stuff. That will be more useful later. 8,000 on hand. Let's look at the other things first before I do that. You are not quite full HP. Some of these are healing a fair chunk, so I'll give you an extra turn. Recruitment here. I guess I could global recruit now. It's expensive from the initial kind of purchase value, but you get the same upkeep. So if you're going to sit here for a turn or two, then you might as well use it. I can do feral stegodons, revivification bastillodons. No, I'm going to wait until I get the tier 4 structure monsters. I want actual stegodons. They're the ones I actually used on tabletop that were impressive. So we'll hold off. Same principle with you, actually. I could have considered using... I have to be encamped when here, so I could... Let's test it. Yeah, so what was I looking for? Kroq-Gar? I really want lots of Kroq-Gar with you, I'll be honest. It's my... Yes, I want... Trying to remember here. This is the army that I'm building that is effectively synonymous to my tabletop army. So yeah, skink line, a couple skirmishes, 1 or 2 monsters, and then some Kroq-Gar to kind of fill out the ranks. And it turns into a couple Temple Guard as well. 2 Temple Guard, 2 monsters is 17, 2 Kroq-Gar 19, and then 1 spare. I don't know, pterodons or something for a bit of versatility. It's how I build them. Didn't really use chameleon skinks a lot. I didn't have access to them. The expensive metal models. And you are waiting for... It's predominantly a skink army, so... Oh, this one really wants Kroq-Gar, of course. Probably get rid of the bastillodons after I can get better stegodons. That's fine for now. We'll just focus on infrastructure. You just stay where you are and heal a bit and continue killing Tzeentch. You, in that case, I'm going to have you walk over to the orcs. More I can and then once I'm there, it's actually convenient because I can go straight into the Exiles of Khorne. And then there's a whole bunch of apparently abandoned structures that no one's bothering with. Why aren't you actually sieging these, you idiot? These are just free real estate, isn't it? All of this stuff. Okay, well, I'm not going to... If no one else is going to claim it but me, I'm not going to complain. Let's just go grab it. Go over there. Not quite full. I'm going to sit you to march so you can get a real move on. You, I believe. Yeah, growth building immediately there, please. I need to improve this quite a bit. Should I give you an extra turn of healing? Nah, I mean, honestly, who cares? Just move. Don't get left behind. Fairly certain I didn't make a silly mistake. These are all heroes, aren't they? Yeah, hero, 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 hero. So just ignore them. We can't get rid of them, so they're going to sit there for a while. You're just going to heal a turn, and then next turn you're fine to go knock that over.
You cannot deceive the deceiver.
Buildings, my favourite bit. Okay, you over here could... that's not a burning priority. That's just advanced military tech stuff. You can get this, which will be helpful when I get around to actually building the tier 4 monsters, but that's a while away, so no. That's still growing. That's the eco one. Shifting sands, which is just generally improving, I guess. What about this one? No, you're also fine. Okay, we'll just eco then. Yeah, here's fine. Population surplus, use that immediately. Can't do you. You're fine. So I just put down like the Star Chamber or something now while I have a moment. Yeah, it's useful when I make the next Slam Mage Priest, but not right this second. I can do that, and that will allow me access to Global Recruitment Temple Guard, which I would like. If there's nothing better, I will do that. This is better. No, this is much better. Just improving eco over here. So, growth or income first. How much do they cost? 1,500, so I can get to. I can do your one and your one instantly this turn. Yeah, why not? Spam the growth structures. Oh, I can still got one spare. Just improve that one then. Why is there a gap there? Because I should put the geomantic pile on there next turn. Okay. Grow, grow my magnificent southern tipped island. I don't know much about the Southlands. I know Lustria's geology quite a bit from the 8th edition army book, but this is kind of a no man's land for me. Oh, now they're dead. Who ended up knocking them over? Volatile vortex, winds of magic. Who got them? Oh, they're just beastmen. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm just going to go take that from you anyway. I don't care if we're neutrally aligned. You're in the way. There's one random settlement out in the middle of nowhere. Why would I allow you to hold on to that? Oh, come on. They're basically chaos anyway, aren't they, beastmen? It's not exactly inappropriate. You're good to move, so just take this. That's apparently going to hurt me if I stood here. Oh, he did actually have a lord here. It's still a walled settlement. Oh, for crying out loud. I was hoping for a field battle there. Do I want to fight this one? Must have built walls themselves. No, that's way too much of a hassle. There's a soul grinder, which would be fun to battle. Maybe later. Sieges are a slog. Victory over Siege, nice. We're going to be fighting them a lot, so that's a good idea. We've secured the southern jungles. We can start de-chaosing them as fast as possible. Yeah, that's why, because it actually had walls built. Do these have walls as well, just to be annoying, or can I do some forced field battles? Not currently. Unassigned skill points. That'll be you, Kroq-Gar. Can't get to there yet. So just keep going. Control, corruption, minus corruption then. His friend does magic stuff. 1 level off of Stegadonning, and then his super potent Scar Veteran, who has 2 levels in fact. I'm kind of running out of stuff to do with you, I'll be honest. More HP, why not? Yeah, this army's close to kind of maximum experience. Sitting here, heal for a couple turns. Don't know how to actually make use of these. It's contingent upon special missions popping up, so I don't know what the resource actually does. None of these generate combat focus, unlock Lord Kroq. No, none of these actually do them for. I guess I'll have to clear out some of these because they're currently clogging up. I don't know if there's a cap on outstanding missions, but we might be reaching a point where it's worth considering doing some of these fancy ones and buffing Kroq-Gar's items. We must be at a point now where the army's strong enough to do it. I'll fill out the last 2 slots and then send them over. Okay, building time. Yeah, you've all moved and you've moved. You can do a bit of money. I don't really need that, but it's fairly, well, I'd say inexpensive. It's not inexpensive. I'll do that at the end if there's nothing better. Yeah, that later. That comes later. You're good. You give me the pylon, please. And continue growing. And continue growing. Yeah, invest a bit in this province. You're happy, the new one. You're also content. You're fine. I'm just waiting for it to grow. In 1 turn? Good. You're also fine, just waiting for growth. Improve growth here, that's a no-brainer. Good, get up to tier 4 as well. Though it gets to a point where, because I'm no longer... because I cleaned it out so quickly and I blasted through, having a local recruitment province is kind of irrelevant. Doesn't really help me. I guess I could spawn an army here. And then you have all the options to local recruit and be in a strong position to fight. If we did have to, for some reason, fight all of this, then, you know, we're ready to do so. But I'm content to be friends with them. That's not great, having disjointed... Ugh. Border torture there. Not good at all. Okay, I've got how much left? I've got a commandment from the seized one. Is there a minus chaos corruption one? Yeah, alignment of order. I might use that for a bit. And then swap it over to growth later. You know, if I can remember. You have an actual army here, so I want to attack it quickly because I don't want them building up. And they do not have walls, so I can have a nice battle here. Oh, hang on. They have even more garrison walls. Maybe I will just fight one just for the sake of it. I need 2 turns for replenishment, and really, it's a bit of a shame. As long as I'm stuck here replenishing, so I just suck it up and do some global recruitment. It takes 4 turns. Ouch, I'm not going to be here that long. Why is that so... Oh dear, Stegadons take a good long while. Can I speed that up with a right of some kind? Experience, loot, recruit rank. No, it doesn't make them any faster, sadly. What's that one again? Oh, so you spawn this. Oh, I usually get 3 Blessed Beasts. Ah, so that's how I get them. I can get a Blessed Stegadon, Carnosaur, and Bastiladon by using this. You get an army spawn, which I might just delete automatically. Yeah, just use it for the Blessed spawns particularly. Right. I want to attack that. Let's see how fast it builds up an annoying army, because their garrison isn't bad. It's like 13 already, so 16. 1 or 2 turns and they'll have more units than me. We clean out. Fine. Okay. Mission failed, don't worry about it. Unusual location at Teotihuacan. What's going on? Peg Street Pawnbroker. Nervously replacing his glass eye with a macabre apparatus, this oddly familiar charlatan makes even simple haggling a ghastly affair. Will periodically offer items for sale via events. Chance to gain magic item. Income from all buildings in the local region increases, so it's just a positive. When all items have been purchased, an event will trigger, and this location will be removed. When control is 90 or more, the items... Okay, so it's just good. It's just a positive, as far as I can tell. So occasionally in events he'll offer me stuff. My control isn't quite 90, it's a shame, so it's not half price, but hey, it's there. Get closer. See if we can get them next turn. Or this turn? No, next. No, just no need to declare war until the turn I actually go for it. Good. Okay. Ah, here we go. We've got armies. How strong? That's actually a good point, because I've been chewing through Tzeentch in merry fashion because I beat Kairos, but I suspect that's not the majority of their strength. That's trivial. Don't worry about that. That's more worrying. Where are they all? Diplomacy. Yeah, strength. They're the second strongest faction in the world. As by comparison, I'm what, 20? I'm 26, so I just get pummeled. So I'm a bit worried. What I'd like to, let's see if I can do a bit of diplomacy, because look at the incredible amount of strength that the Tomb Kings here must have to offer, and they're just not using it for anything. I'm friendly with them, so let's see if I can get them involved here. Followers of Nagash. Yeah, they like me a bunch.
I only parley with those who serve the great necromancer.
Technically, I guess I can do that. Yeah, join war. So go ahead, and if I can get them to attack the Oracles of Tzeentch. Minus 23.5. That's steep. I'm not going to be able to buy that, am I? Nah. So how do I get you to... Oh, I guess I could give them that settlement I intend to give them all along anyway. If I give you the Black Tower... it's trade, though. I don't know if I can hand one over for free. Oh, I can. Yeah, I can just hit the tick. Perfect. Okay, great. So I can force them to war. I might as well take one of these as well. The military alliance is the more expensive one. There you go. So I'll give you the settlement I intend to not hold on to, and then you go to war with my hated enemy, and you give me a military alliance. You might as well give me as much money as you can to balance it. I don't mind that, actually. I can get them stuck in against Tzeentch as fast as possible.
At once.
Yay, diplomacy. Okay, so currently they're all attacking Scarbrand and this Khornate faction, but they've already taken one, and there's only one left, so they'll clean that up in like 2 seconds. And after that, they're just going to help me start pummeling the bird brains into the ground. Relations are delightful and will continue to improve. Good. Thinks don't like me much, deteriorating to -362, so ever so slightly upset is what we will call that. We're deteriorating with Libra, so don't care, you're kind of weak. Clan Moors are rats, don't care. I don't care about your rogue armies. Ogre Kingdoms, not fussed. Khorne, not fussed. Greenskins, not fussed. I wouldn't like those to deteriorate too far. They're kind of happy still. So I think I'll call that a success. Good, you can finish that for me and then start waging war with Tzeentch. Now you... I know you could obviously knock this over, no problem, after you heal, but I'm a bit worried about invading armies because I've got them starting to kick in, so I'll probably fall back, actually. I was one settlement, I could adore linking these two together so I could use that to reach my heartland, but there's just too much going on for me to just... I need Kroq-Gar to be defending pretty much the entirety of this area. So if I have you march backwards to... You can't move, okay. Why can't you move? I know.
Allegiance is the lifeblood of martial alliance.
Thank you. Our allegiance, yes, we've allied properly. And it seems it lets me see where all the... How many armies do they have? All of this ogre stuff, rat stuff. Right. 1 full stack, 2 full stacks, 3 full stacks, 4 full stacks, it looks like, is their armies. Yep. So I could beat any one of them with Kroq-Gar's army, but in terms of actual overall strength, they would bury me. So that didn't seem like a bad move. Oh, now you can move. I'm going to have you fall backwards. I'm not going to go to war with this yet. I have a huge amount of cash. I should really consider building a second army now with that amount of income. They only cost, what, yeah, they're cheapest chips individually, like they're 2,000 odd, so having another full stack on the field would be a no-brainer. Where would I want it? Sadly, I delayed too long in building the Star Chamber, so he won't be as strong as he could be. Oh, I could go up to tier 5. It would take 4 turns to make, and then I could make the Slam Mage Priest and give him a bunch of extra ranks. I'd have to use the right as well to spawn the Slan. That gives you Temple Guard. You can use that to make yeah, a bunch of Temple Guard and Saurus Warriors. And then maybe trundle your way down here, because then you can pick up your monsters and your skinks. And you can start fighting that way through us. So, yeah, I'll have an army here to serve as a defender in this direction. And then Kroq-Gar can kind of be around here to fight anything that pops up this way. If they take that back, I don't care. Honestly, they can take all of this back. I'm still considering it their territory. It's just giving me a kind of buffer between my actual lands and their stuff. And I'll grab it later. Where do we spawn? I'm not willing to wait, honestly. I think I'm just going to suck it up and make the Lord now. Yeah, Old Bloods. I don't want Old Bloods, so let's use the right. Spawn a Slam Mage Priest. Ah, another law. I forgot. What do I want? There's all the flavours of Slam. I still don't like high, so we're not using high magic. I've got light, so the next most common ones I probably used were light, death, and shadow. Light against demons is a pretty good idea. That's kind of a no-brainer. I did use it a lot. You can use the time warp spell to make Saurus. Were kind of their limitations were initiative and like their speed, so you could either lean into Law of Life and lean into their strengths, which is making them stronger and tougher, or go Law of Light and try to bolster their weaknesses, so help them out with speed. So I've got one of light, so yeah, let's make a light one. Let's go recruit Lord. There he is. Goren Gagar, 2nd gen. Wow. There's only 5 of those in the world. Spell intensity, I wonder how that compares to the other one, but yeah, yes please. 2nd gen Slan, start recruiting immediately. Just get into Teotihuacan so you can actually do some proper recruitment. Okay. Oh, we can even get... So for local, I'm going to use... Yeah, the Shielded Saurosaur is still a no-brainer. And then while I'm going to be doing that for multiple turns, I should do some of this stuff as well. I don't have Temple Guard yet because I never bothered to Yeah, I've been a bit too slack with doing the military buildings to get the really fancy stuff out right now. I'm a recruitment wave off of doing what I want. But never mind, I can still give you troops. And then global, I should probably start a couple Kroq-Gar. Takes 4 turns, it's going to be out, so I can be sat here for 1, 2, 3. I can give you 6 of these and 2 spearmen for 8, and then I'll have 3 Kroq-Gar. And I'll start making my way down, because this will be... Well, that's actually a bit of a waste. It's kind of wasteful, because really I can use local recruitment here to get them a lot faster. I can do my monsters as well, because I'm going to be coming this way anyway. That's not a good use of the global pool. Rather, I should probably just grab stuff just to be as fast as possible. It's a shame the Golden Pass only got 2. How do I improve that? I don't think I do, sadly. I don't think there's any structures that let you recruit more effectively. Now, these just give you guys... Oh, it was in the character. Oh, I remember. Yeah, it's over. So, Route Marcher. I think it's Draft Master. Yeah, local recruitment goes up to 3. That's what you'd want. Never mind. But let's do the spells. Shem's Burning Gaze. Is that the signature spell? I think it's a direct damage one, as I recall. Yeah, Magic Missile. Start blasting. Now, a couple options. Yeah, that's the Time Warp I was recalling. That's pretty cool. See what I remember from the Law of Light. Fast Protection is a shield. Exorcism is the one that hurts demons, which is good. Does it have any benefits against demons here? No, it's not especially effective in that it did like higher strength damage attacks. Light of Battle, which is an augment. Giving them Unbreakable? I can't tell. Hang on. I think it just makes the unit unbreakable, which isn't amazing. Yeah. Those back. Net is the one that slows enemies down, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's passive exorcism. It gives our guy... Okay, so I can use that. I can use a passive, so I have active spells and passive ones. I've got 2 levels left. Buffing that up or taking another one. Slowing fast. What does this do? It's an augment spell that improves melee defense. Yeah, okay, I'll use that one. So standing next to our guys gives them extra damage from exorcism. It buffs their magic. It gives them magical attacks, and then we can throw out magic missiles and buffs here. So it does exactly what a life priest should be doing. What I should also do while I have the chance is recruit a hero to accompany him. We'll have a Scar Veteran. Strong. That's really good. Just Scar Veterans run around and hit things, so it seems like a no-brainer. Yeah. Weg Worker, please. In you go. Start training. I'll do it next turn. It tends to sit outside for a turn, as I recall. Okay, you can't get Route Marcher, but I can make you a Predatory Fighter and just immediately start doing these ones. Blade Master. Hit things real nice. Did I forget to give you... I forgot to give him Route Marcher. Okay, well, I'll give that next level then. Oops. I got too happy with the spells. Right. For these, so yeah, do that for 1. You can do these in 1, that's efficient. You can do the skirmishes in 1, and I will have some, I think. How many is the question? I can do these now. So I'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 turns, maybe 4 here, generating Saurus Warriors. After which I'll then move down, and I can get Chameleon Skinks and Kroq-Gars, and maybe some Feral Stegodons if I haven't got the proper ones yet down south. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got at least 3 turns, maybe 4, to grab some of these. Just a bunch of skirmishes, I guess, to fill out to pad the ranks. I mean, yeah, I always use them and they're super good. Chameleons will be easier to get later on further down. So let's do skirmishes. Yeah, probably 2 batches of these. So I have 6 skirmishes and 8 Saurus Warriors. That's 14, 15, 16 with the Scar Veteran, leaving me with 4 slots. That's not enough. I think I'd prefer 6 slots. I'll have 4 for these then. 6 slots allow me to do what? Maybe I don't need that many Saurus in that case. Yeah, I'll cut it down. I'll do 4 with shields and 2 with spears, so 6. And then 6 of these little skinks will give me 12 in total. 13, 14 with the characters, giving me 6 slots left over. That'll be enough for 6 slots. Chameleon, Skinks, Kroq-Gar, and monsters. 2 for monsters would be good, so that gives me 4 left. And then 2, Chameleon, Skinks, Kroq-Gar. I could just skip the Kroq-Gar in this army and do a bunch of Chameleon, Skinks. Turn it into a kind of hybrid thing. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. I would really like to play with them though. I'll put a bunch of Kroq-Gars in the other army so we can get some use out of them. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So yeah, you'll do 2, you'll do 2, and do you want to do something else while I'm waiting? As long as I'm stuck here. Well, I'm going to get, if I'm stuck here for 2 turns, I might as well start those anyway, so I don't have to get them later. Or in fact, I could even start doing it like this, so I just get them. So next turn it will then be 1 of these and 2. It gets a bit messy, but yeah, that's basically good enough, and I'll sort it out later. Building upgrades down here, that's not a priority. What I want to prioritize is this one. I can't get what I want here because you're not tier 4 yet, and then I can finally do that. That's not burningly necessary. I could do this to get local global temple guard, just so I have access to them somewhere. Doesn't matter. Your growth stuff. Yeah, just growth stuff over here. Oh, what's this? Reduces first bundle. That's probably just resources, so I'll just use growth. Yeah, each turn now I'm going to prioritize pumping any money I need to do into the army, into the light slan, and then once that's done I can then start sending the resources around the empire. Here you're growing up. I don't care about that. You'll eventually become large enough to tech. Did I see? I think that was, yeah, I just have to have 16,000. Ouch. Yeah, you have to do that and basically nothing else. What I even get out of tier 5? You could, yeah, I can improve that, and that's about it. It's kind of wasted, honestly. Doesn't help me much. Yeah, so it's not, you becoming tier 5 is not that useful unless it gives you more slots for local recruitment. Doesn't seem to matter, being brutally honest. Maybe it's walls that let you give more recruitment. No, they're purely defensive structures that don't help you in that regard. No, no, no. Now, if there's a way to do local recruitment other than ranking the Lord, let me know. Because 2 is just a bit shallow. I have spare money, so let's use it. Beep. Boop. And then I guess the one you're missing is the stone marker. There you go. Still cash left over. I'm not going to improve this one because you're liable to get conquered in a second. None of the rest of that really matters. I guess I could suck this up now and just do it for next turn. I missed it this time around, but I eventually need one of these here for crying out loud. Should have done it 4 turns ago, but c'est la vie. Okay, Kroq-Gar is moving backwards to defend. Good. Slowly, and then these 2 can quickly take this next turn. And hopefully that gets us into a position to swing them back down here to help fight all this and repel invasions, because I don't think I need to be concerned with the north at all anymore. It's all hands on Tzeentch. We'll give that a go. Keep an eye on you. Here he comes. Hello. You want me to join the war against these? I'm delighted to do so. Just makes them... I mean, they're about to not exist anyway. Ally begins outpost construction where... Oh, in my... Have begun construction of an outpost in your settlement. Once the construction is complete, the units will join the settlement garrison. Okay. The wounded one's back in action, that's good. Sequence of the city's done. Nice. Okay, rank for melee units, right? And the missile ones are done as well. Mission issued. just be at war with them. I don't want to be at war with Cult of Sigmar, though. I don't really mind the humans being there. I have a non-aggression pact with them, as I recall, so that's just flatly not happening. If they want to do something silly like attack me, that's fine. Otherwise, it's just... Oh, they don't like me. Because of all the treaties with... I suspect the Tomb Kings will just gobble them in a minute anyway, so frankly, who cares? Good, they're starting to aggro onto Tzeentch. That's what I like to see. You haven't taken that yet, which is a bit embarrassing. Surely you can run that over. Can I do that as well? Can I make outposts in your territories? Khemri. Marble. I don't even know how this works.
Only death awaits.
That's one of their heroes. I don't know why I'm allowed to select him. I can just see them, what their ranges are. See, in the Temple Avenue of Gold, he's just making stuff. I don't even remember where that one is. There. Hello. Allied recruitment is expensive outside of friendly territory. Yeah, it's just a nice thing to have. They're just making an outpost for us. Doesn't seem to be a negative in any fashion. Right, first things first. You can join properly now. There you go. Okay. Continue the recruitment spam. I want 2 more of the shielded ones, and then... And that's... Oh, wait, hang on, I don't need that many actually, because I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need some spear lads. One of those, one of those. That pretty much fills out the Saurus Warrior quotient, so you can just have one or 2 more of those later. I actually want to move next turn. No, I'm going to be stuck here for an extra turn because he's 2. If I dropped you instead, and instead used the global to do that, that gets me everything I want except for 1 Saurus Spear. There's no easy way. Well, if I'm... how far can I march? Can't test it because I'm in the wrong stance. But I think I can just, like, walk to here. Can I get any Saurus Warriors? Yeah, the shame is I can't do Saurus Warriors in this province. I guess I could global him while I do the local recruitment of this special skink stuff as I move over. That's awkward, but not the worst outcome. Yeah, okay. We'll do it that way around. So you just do it like this, fill yourself with baseline Saurus and Skinks, get ready for combat. I'm not going to war with this stuff yet, I need to see what you're doing.
I do not converse with fools.
In fact, if he goes for Nahuontl,
Humble yourself.
I should probably rush over there to help it. I don't care if I lose all of this, this is more precious. March. Oh, I can just boat my way over. Shall we both go into the sea? Can I attack him directly? Oh, you can attack on the way. How does that work? Naval combat. Well, I'm fairly certain I can just beat him. Yeah, he's a level 2 lord. He's just got some starting units, it looks like, so I just win. So let's just go attack him. However this works. Ah, there's another one. Am I in range? Oops. I can full speed and get a bit further away to at least escape your radius. Yeah, I don't want to be... Oh, can I... Oh, I can get out. I can reach the city. I don't know if he can reach it as well. I want to fight them one at a time, of course. It's getting a bit awkward now. I can't beach here. I'll have to beach into the city and hope for the best. I don't know if he can reach me.
Now is not that time.
He's at Hyros has an actual army here with no experience and stuff. What is your garrison like? Decent. You've got your fully health units. They're just low tier, but they're not bad. I could even make walls here. It takes 5 turns. Ouch. It's a bit brutal. The battle will be over by then. Okay, let's just get into the city. And hopefully between me and the garrison, I could even buy an extra... Oh, I can't recruit this turn, I'm afraid, but never mind. Yeah, the fight will be over by then, but I'm hopeful that you don't all beeline in one go. Just one at a time would be great. Tech, definitely back to war now. Yeah, I'll have some of these in a second, so that's good. Okay, it's enough campaign stuff. Let's knock over this quickly. Just ignore. We're not at war, but I'm about to fix that. Why can't you attack it? For some reason he can't attack, but the other one can. Okay. Do I want to drag them in? I don't really care. I don't need you to participate. They're going to be dead in one turn. Yep. Not a lot here, really. I mean, I'd like. We've never seen Beastmen, so I'd like to fight it just to see what they've got. We have reinforcements coming in from there. 1 minute 33. Should I just go? I mean, I could just have them come in and then start steamrolling in later. I think I can beat this with, honestly, just your army anyway. I would take losses, though, unnecessarily. See, a bit on its own, it's a bit of a weak force. Gore herds, which there's nothing here that's particularly intimidating. Let's just go forward. We'll beat it with what we've got. You a ranged unit, shields, 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 gore herd. I didn't really pay attention to any skirmish capacity. Doesn't look like it, no. We've uncovered hidden foes. Oh, they're right in front of us, apparently. Shields. Okay, well, we're just going to walk forward and skink them. Up behind, so you're ready to intercept them if they get risky. And you just take up the centre. You can split in whatever direction you need to go in. Sorry, that's close enough to shoot them now. Near enough. Or herd. Don't seem to be bows and arrows or anything. Yeah, they're sword and shield. Oh, the other one's just popped in. Right, while I have you, all of you, just come over here, please. Like that. I'll do. Javelin away, yep, and you can charge through. Javelin here as well. Round. They broke already, cute. Stay here. Go intercept them as they get here to get javelined. And fall back a bit. Over here, they'll be doing the same. Careful. No, don't go any further forward. Here. You've been slightly flanked. Shoot those. Shoot those. Come this way. Landris, you might as well pick a path. I like this, I can be a little bit more precise with my movements. These smaller battles. Come out a bit. You can shoot those. Might as well get nice and close. You can actually go that way because it's stronger on that side. Heal that one. Javelin. You run out of javelins, have you? Cool. Or just... Okay, they broke already, so you can start coming out. One of you advance and tie those up. One of you come around here to flank. You're getting hit for no reason, guys. Careful. Awakening the wood right about there. There's a healthy unit that's getting gnawed in here, I'm afraid. On this side, we're not really doing anything. What's going on over here? We just kill them. Send the monsters in. A bit concerned about Awakening the Woods AoE there. It's going to hit my guys. They broke. Wrap around here. They all broke because their line's gone. While you're here, do me a favour and heal that one. They've completely capitulated here, so go kill those. Stay with them. Keep going. Out. I don't know what you're doing here now. We're having a field day. It's cool. Dilodons. In fact, you can all just go kill that for me. Oh, I've got javelin. I've got actual range skirmishes here. That's nice. You're asleep for some reason. What's the most damaged thing I've got? This one. Old blood it. Earth blood that one. Alright, so just make sure everyone's like max HP. Come around and flank and hit that in the side. Both of you javelin this because you're firing it means it's already finished. Taking a bit of unnecessary damage here. I'm going to earth blood you in a second. I haven't got a flank on them. I wonder if the damage I heal here comes back. Why did you just lose a bunch of HP? You took a charge from a gore herd for no reason. Genius. That'll be dead in like 2 seconds. Melee them, solid. Just crush through. Broke here already, yep, all good. Gore herd's broken, so they're next. Going. I wonder if I can long distance this one. You in range? I don't know. Oh yeah, that is in range. They've got very good range with Earthblood. Oh, they're all dead. Okay. Just gonna let it play for a couple seconds while they heal. Oh, the healing stopped, it seems. Can't just cheat health back. That may have been an exploit they overcame a long time ago, where you could just, if you have life wizards just hanging around, you can heal everyone to full and then end the battle. So I'm guessing I've now got no capacity to do that. Let's test it. Everyone just stop. There you are. So you're kind of wounded, so let's go over there. Heal them. Oh, it's not letting me wizard stuff. You can do damage. This is off for some reason. I just can't use it. Have I not got enough winds of magic? No, I do. Heal. Oh, I can heal them. Good. But they're not healing anymore. They're capped? I know there is. I've heard the term healing capped before, so that's the thing. Whatever. Good enough. So apart from that one unit chameleon skin's getting absolutely bodied, we did fine. Crushed it. Yeah, I'll just occupy. You can heal, and then I need you to heal a bit. You're in march stance, which is terrible. I don't set you to like, I can't encamp. Not enough movement points. In that case, I'd actually rather you two swap, I think, because you've got... Yeah, you benefit more from the internal healing than he does. So spend a turn healing here, give or take. Global is capped, so we're just doing local, which is worthless, so no. And then we'll swing this way to come through my recruitment center to Lark, and then we can come back here to fight Chaos. Is inevitably going to be popping up in a second. Skill points. Quantu leveled, yay. Coming down here. I want Draft Master because it's just nice. I mean, yeah, we're fighting Chaos, so that one. And Glandulus, the big wizard. Greater Arcane Conduit. Spell Mastery. What's Spell Mastery? Spell Mastery 110%. They get fitting for a slan. Just determine how adept you are at casting spells. You know, whatever that actually means. Fine. We are appropriately Spell Masters. You're the hero for Quantu. They got separated. So, no. And I'm going to run you over back. Well, you're going to end up meeting in the middle, but, you know, good enough. Go join your friend. Might take a minute, but you can get over that. Cool. Building time. Not you. You're liable to get kicked over. Yeah, I can upgrade you a bit. And let's do bigger things first, actually. Prioritize these two recruitment centers. You're okay. It's just that silly thing I don't care about. Oh, I can do Temple Guard down here. Oh, no, this is the one up top. I'm looking at the wrong one. You mean this one. The jungles are fine, don't worry about that, and then you're basically fine. So that's not too much of a hassle. So in that case, I'll just do some development stuff. You're missing a growth building, actually. Yeah. Not you. Yeah, I can upgrade that one. Growth. Don't care about that much. You have an extra slot, which I'm not using right now. Oh, no, and the jungle here, so I might as well... Yeah, you can do growth. I don't think there's another growth building you can do, so just be satisfied with basic income structures. Okay, good use. I think I did all of the... I did the army stuff already, so I'm not wasting money there. Good. Where can I get skink priests from? I have a slan. I don't really need a skink priest, do I? Oh, you're still there. Oh, it's so cheap. Oh, for 900, go on then. So you just stop telling me to build things. You have a spare slot. Also cheap, so you just have that. I'll trade that away for something later. I don't need to hold on to that. It's just nice to get rid of the stupid faction. Okay, so that's all fine. The real headache now will be seeing what happens with the Zinchians. Am I going to get rushed with poor Kroq-Gar here? If it's just one, I'm good. If Cairo steps in, I'm in a bit of trouble. Should I I was going to say, should I emergency recruit stuff to give me a fighting chance? No, can't afford it. Yeah, just let them have it. Whatever, all yours. That's the only thing they attacked, so that's okay. You're neutral. Trade agreement. I'm happy to take... It's not a non-aggression pact, so I'll take trade. Just makes them less likely to attack me. I don't want to be at war up here right now. We could do it later, but, you know, we have bigger concerns right this second. Excellent. Okay, they're separated. Kroq-Gar can be any one of these armies, but not both of them is the issue. So now that they've kind of split, yeah, I'm happy to kill you now, and then hopefully heal enough such that when Kyra steps in, I can effectively defeat and detail these two armies. I lost the settlement, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. That's really, really pointless now with him stepping in. That's not going to happen. If I put walls there, would that be enough to repel like a small army? You get straight to tier 3. It gives you an extra Saurus, Spearsaurus for a Colon Violet and Feral Stegodon. On top of Skink Cohorts with Javelins. So it'll be 3 Saurus Warriors, 2 Spears. I mean, it could defeat a small one. Like, yeah, you could repel that. In fact, honestly, what's in there could probably repel that anyway. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 units against 8. Yeah, we'd probably win. But with no lords or anything to defend it, it'd actually be kind of difficult. You could spawn an old blood and start local recruitment. I don't care about holding on to it, honestly, so this is all that matters. First things first. Kroq-Gar, you're done now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel you over to... Where does Sotek's Trail begin? Here? If I can technically stand on it, well, I can't really recruit this turn anyway. Why is that telling me it's Chaos Corrupted? Oh dear. Corruption is really bad. Yeah. It's not because of you, you're fine. I might actually have to seriously consider... Well, I'm hopeful once I clean all of this out, it will stop being Chaos Corrupted, because it's likely because of this spread. So yeah, once you're dead and gone, we won't have to worry about it, so we'll just bear with it for now. I could hop over to there in one turn, and then next turn I can start. Yeah, I think if I march stance, I can go straight to... Obviously, I'm not allowed to... I can local recruit immediately, actually. That's pretty nice. If I get there this turn... One, I don't take damage, because I'm being damaged in my own territory. That's terrible. Yeah, unfortunately, doing it that way means I can't recruit, which is a shame. If I'm actually getting hurt just by standing here, that's really bad. That's too much chaos. What can I do about that? I could sacrifice this and put the anti-control one in. These do what? Recruit rank for... That's actually pretty good because I'm going to make monsters here. Also cheap, yeah. I'll probably destroy that and replace it with the control structure because I'm just not liking this. This is too bad. We need this fixed. Curse you, Chaos. That's not a move. I'll do you in a second. Let's start running you, sprinting you two down here as fast as possible. Yeah, just come. Maybe that. Oh, how do I want to do this? I trust Kroq-Gar to clean this up and then have them swing to here to local recruit some actual army forces. Ah, good. Do that immediately. Out of hand, I'm going to do that one because I want to upgrade these to tier 4 as fast as possible. It also lets me put the skink structure in here when I have a second to spare. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to actually have you come this way. March to Kroq-Gar. Why is that red? Why am I getting hurt? Sandstorm. Whatever. Okay, we're just going to heal it later when we get there. Arch to also basically Tukla, or there, I guess, same thing. As we recall, we have you rushing over to join Quantu. Together again. Ta-da! Yeah, we're being sandstormed. Deal with you in a second. Buildings, still some capacity. Yeah, growth, sure. Done. Okay, the only thing left to do now is this battle, which I think I'll do now. Why not? Why can't I attack him? Can't actually seemingly attack him for some reason. I'm in march stance. That's why. There you go. So it should be a fairly easy army to beat. Lots of marauders, some chariots which are annoying, a couple screamers. Yeah, I'll try and do this with minimal casualties, so I'm in a good stead to take you on. When does the healing occur? At the beginning, when I hit the end turn, or after the end turn? Because if it's when I hit the end, then I can be basically full strength for this. No extra units to get to make myself stronger. No, just do it now. He turns and runs. Interesting. It's probably a good decision. I'm still going to kill you because I don't want you two to link up. It's important you die right now. Yeah, low casualties, decisive victory. Oh, I'm even getting the garrison. I can use that as fodder. They didn't get very far at all. That's good because I can use the garrison to prevent damage onto Kroq-Gar's actual army. Yeah, I'll fight this myself. The garrison hasn't popped in yet. It's going to show up 2 minutes, quite a while away. We're downhill, which is a bit of a shame. How this goes all depends on how they play it. They managed to get to a hill. I'd rather inch forward, so I'm not horribly downhill. But I'd rather actually fall back here to let them come in and fight together. Downside to that approach is that I'll be really, really downhill. It kind of sucks, to be honest. Got both my Scar veterans. Cute. We can see the visual difference between Grimlock and a normal one. There isn't much, to be honest. He was always just portrayed as being a particularly ruthless Carnosaur when there's not much else to distinguish them. It's not a sophisticated army, I'll be honest. Just run towards them and hit them. That's going to be annoying. I'd really like those garrison troops just to act as fodder, but okay. I'll use them in the next fight with Kairos anyway, so you know, them being healthy isn't terrible. Lords, get ready to lord. And you spread nice and thin. Fire at will, yeah. Hang on, if they're not moving, which they are not, I can just happily sit here and wait for them to walk in. Yeah, I'll give you something to look at while that happens. So you guys, okay, so we have the melee line, which is you, and the skirmish line, which is you. You're going to form a kind of secondary army here. Really, I just want you to tank the chariots for me if I had any choice, so I'm going to put spears on the side. Like that, and then you can be a bulwark in the centre. You two come over here, so you can eat the chariot damage for me. The chariot's running into me is the only thing that's going to hurt. Have the valiant garrison soak it on our behalf. There we go. Forward. Your spears, so you can deal with these somewhat effectively, and you can come hit the skinks here. Doing. It's largely just a shit bunch of rubbish marauders, to be fair. I left the lords behind. Oops. Oh, they're there. He's just the pterodon riders. Oh, he just got there so fast that it looked like he was asleep. Never mind. Oh, these. Oh, those are flamers. Okay. Going. Force them to engage me. All marauders here. A couple pink horrors they're going to start shelling. They're not going yet, it doesn't seem. Come this way. Stand in front of our guys so we can take hits. Charge them in this case, if they're just going to stand there. They gave up the hill effectively, so why not? Marauders step forward for no reason. You're going to get killed then in that case. The minute you get into skink range, it's going to be a disaster for you. I'm not inclined to stop you, to be honest. They'll hit my garrison line and promptly bounce off. I have the dinosaurs stomp through and break morale. There we go, they're active. Come here and engage these. I want you to shoot those and you to hit the chariots. Yeah, absolutely shoot the chariots if they're going to do it that idiotically. You tank the charge for me. Throw into these. Here come the screamers. No, that's pink horrors at the back. How do I engage you as effectively as possible? I don't really. Okay, now we can push through. That is my actual skinks here that need to be out of combat. Doing fine here. Where's my... You need to be spamming spells like mad. We're going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Get pushed through the Saurus line so I can break them as fast as possible. That's fire. It's one of the chaff ones. It's fine. Just go into their back. We have fun. Where are you now? You're here. Good. So, oh, you're taking a lot of damage actually, I don't like that. That's because he's soaking all of the income from these, which is annoying. Scar veteran back off a bit. You actually come over here and start magicking them, that'd be good. Come out. That's the annoying chariots, keep javelin the chariots. Who's running? Probably the garrison troops I sacrificed, which is fine. Get more garrison troops. I need to get on these pink horrors somehow, it's annoying. Actually, just push through and hit them. Kroq-Gar, go for it. Don't get stuck here. Otherwise, this will happen a lot. Okay, we're pushing through on the flank. Good, come through. Just keep hitting them. You come. Actually, you shoot these because there's nothing engaging them right now. You're still being prioritized terribly. That's awful. Get out of there, please. If you've tied these up, you can now start magicking these for me, like that. If you want to be really mean, I'll even comet them as well. Just break that quickly. We've got chariots behind us, that's worrying. Shoot these. You move away so they can't hit you with such a nasty charge. Yeah, they're kind of stuck now, I think. Good. I took way too much damage on the Scar Veteran. That's annoying. I'd like him to be healthier. You're getting hit for no reason against superior. Why aren't you helping to kill them? Their backline broke, which is good. I don't know where their lord was. I never found him. There he is. Missed him completely. Stop being hit, please, Scar Veteran. This is ridiculous now. You're being chased by... Oh, come on. You need to be careful with these monsters. They're susceptible to being hounded by... Shoot these. Can't hit you from there. Everyone shoot the schooners, because I think only ranged stuff can hit them. They're gone. Good. That army collapse on their part, I think. Yeah. Damage isn't great. Not great, not terrible. Assassinating the Lord would have been smarter there. I don't like how much he took. The Saurus line is good, which is good news for me, and then he's basically the only one that got hurt. That's fine. I can live with that. That's the only one that sucks. Kroq-Gar and the Scar Veteran. Just sick him on cut. Yeah, I want replenishment. There's a no-brainer. And then step back here. I could actually just run away so he can't reach me. What's his range like? Pretty bad. I can guarantee he can't fight me in a turn. And then I'm full HP, so he definitely can't kill me. And that seems to be... That seems to be his limit there. So if I just step back, I'm replenishing to basically full. So I'm basically fine. Okay, that's good. Levels 24. I congratulate your draft master now. Lizard. Scouting. And this super high level Carnosaur. Did all this training already, so... Control. Now just more combat stuff. Is there anything I can do to make you tougher against ranged fire? Melee defense, not particularly. More HP is probably good at that. That's a big increase, actually. Yeah, that's nice. 500 extra HP. Not turning that down. Hey, we have a Stegodon as well. Garn's dead, as is his army, and we're basically full HP. Then we can deal with you. Okay, I'm happy with how that went. Right, I think we'll stop there. Where we left. So we've cleaned up all of the little stragglers I wanted. We'll sell that off later. That'll be... I know I joined in this war technically, but I'm trusting somehow you'll be able to handle that. Yeah, all one province. And then the Tomb Kings can come down here and really help me show the demons who's boss. The extra army on the way, and still enough logistics to easily support everything and grow the empire. I'm going to reach a point where I've got all the high-tech buildings I want, so all of the income is just all of a sudden going to be funneled into, hey, can I just spam armies? But just for the moment, we're in a weird middle spot. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does help out the channel, and I do appreciate it. If you have any notes on what I could be doing better, or just general observations of the campaign, please do let me know. It's the first one, so very easy to take feedback on board. Or if you just want to chat with me and others, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.